What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the VO2 Max channel. Today we're getting back into it here with some, oh my goodness, with some Diablo 3. I wanted to bring an update to my Frenzy BARB guide. Not guide, it wasn't really a guide, that's not really what I do. To the build. I wanted to bring an update to the build. So, first things first, once my controller stops being funky. First things first, as you can see, she's changed a little bit here. A lot of this is cosmetic, but things have changed quite a bit on the build, and I will show you. So, number one, we are not using the Legacy of Dreams anymore. And as you can see right now, I've got Bane of the Stricken, or Bane of the Trapped, sorry. Wreath of Lightning, and Boon of the Hoarder. Now this, currently, with these particular gems, this is for farming, this is not for Greater Rift pushing. You'll change out your gems if you're going to be doing any pushing. This is just me doing some farming so that I can get some more stuff a little bit quicker. But I will be transitioning this into a Greater Rift pushing build. But here, starting off, we've got the Slanderer and the Little Rogue set. So the reason that we're not using the Legacy of Dreams gem anymore is because you can't use any sets. It's for a setless build. So for the Slanderer and the Little Rogue, Istvan's Paired Blades, every time you spend primary resource, gain 6% increased attack speed, damage, and armor for 5 seconds. This effect stacks up to 5 times. So every time I'm hitting my whirlwind, just spending a little bit of resource, and you don't need to do it much or often. I don't think that I'm getting all five stacks all the time, but they do add up. I'm also rocking out the Closet, or the Horde of 90 Savages set. As you can see here, so we've got the feet, shoulders, chest, hands, and head. But I'm using a whatever. We'll get to it. There's a ring, and I can't remember the name of it right in a second. There's a ring, and it allows you to have basically one less on your set piece to gain the full benefit. So 2 pieces doubles the effectiveness of shouts, and I deal double damage to feared, frozen, or stunned enemies. Each frenzy stack at a 4 set, each frenzy stack reduces damage taken by 6%, and frenzy lasts twice as long. That's huge. And then at 6, frenzy deals 1,000% increased damage per stack, and we almost always have 10 stacks. So like I said, that was feet, shoulders, chest, head, and hands. So hands, shoulders, chest with some rubies in it. The skull with purple gem for some vitality. The amulet I'm using is part of the Endless Walk set. So while moving, damage taken is reduced by up to 50%, and then when standing still, damage dealt is increased by up to 100%. So that's basically doubling my damage. If I stop, it just goes crazy spike damage. It goes crazy spike. Still got the same Vambraces of Secheron on. Those can get changed out. I don't particularly need those anymore. Compass Rose, that's part of the Endless Walk set. Here's the Ring of Royal Grandeur. That's what's allowing me to... First thing in the morning here for me. That's what's allowing me to have less set pieces and still retain the bonus. Reduce the number of items needed for set bonuses by 1 to a minimum of 2. So there you go. There's our feet. I did see, the reason I went with the Ring of Royal Grandeur is because I wanted to still use these Depth Diggers, because these are really good, and I was able to re-roll our previous ones. Or sorry, I ended up finding another pair, and I re-rolled those ones and made them into ancient legendary pants. So that's what happened. I was looking for copies of all these things. That's why I have another undisputed champion. That's why I have these two again. That's why I have another Skull of Savages. Right? I want backups of all these things so that I can potentially turn them into ancient items. Get a little bit more power. Still using the undisputed champion because it's so good. Our powers in the cube are exactly the same. Frenzy stacks up to 10 times. Wrath of the Berserker gains every rune. Flavor of Time. Our skills are exactly the same. Frenzy with Sidearm. Leap with Iron Impact. Overpower with Killing Spree. And now this one can get changed out, but we'll talk about that. Whirlwind with Dust Devils. Battle Rage with Marauder's Rage. And Wrath of the Berserker with Insanity. But that doesn't matter because we get all of those runes, same as Frenzy. Weapons Master for a little bit more damage. Berserker Rage for extra 25% damage at max Fury. Unforgiving, we generate Fury all the time, and Rampage is 1% damage per kill up to 25 times for 8 seconds. Now, my Paragon level, as you can see, I'm level 492. This is only a couple of days after I recorded the video previously. And in that video, I don't even remember what we were, like 380 something. Like that's literally the difference. I know I was below 400 in the last video. And that's the difference, was such a huge amount. So I'm going to show you Torment 13. I'm just going to show you a regular Nephilim rip. We'll run through it. I just want to show you guys. For me, this is going to be a speed farming build. And like I said, I'm nowhere near being maxed out right now. Oh, damn it. Come on. This controller. This build is almost too fast for me to handle. Is there no... I don't know where those other skeletons went. Okay. Oh, okay. So the reason I have Wreath of Lightning on is so that I gain extra movement speed. And I also gain extra movement speed from picking up gold. Concentrate, because sometimes it goes so fast. I'll show you guys some of the numbers here if I can find a good little stat like that. Okay, so I'm sure you guys could see all the Wrath of the Berserker, Battle Rage, Frenzy, Dimensional Speed, Walking Endlessly, Nephilim Glory, Sword Speed, Rampage, and all that. So right now we're putting out 1.7 million damage, 2.79 attacks per second. This is still can go way up. With my Gogok of Swiftness, actually that's what I should do. I'll show you guys that. I need to swap out. I'll show you the farming build. I'll explain the pushing build. I used Gogok of Swiftness instead of the gold one, Boon the Order. And with Gogok of Swiftness, I can hit 3.49 or 3.46 attacks per second. It's pretty insane. Just from doing this. deserve death. Like I said, this is the speed farming build. Let's check our attack speed now. It's still 2.79. Yeah, I think the Golgoth of Swiftness makes it a big difference. Because that's basically an extra, I think, 15% attack speed. So it's a little... Where am I supposed to go here? Oh, that way. This is not a very good rift, unfortunately.
You cannot stand before me.
But it is a good way to grab some extra monies. And like I said, this is all me moving around. If I want to stop, my damage spikes insanely higher. And one of the nice things about the farming build like this is the Wreath of Lightning will keep my kill streak going a lot longer than it otherwise might normally. Okay, come on. Give me a decent density in here. Oh, come on. I'm trying to show you guys crazy good build here. Woo, get out of there. That got a little spicy. That's the stuff that will still kill you. Oh, nice.
The Rift God has arrived.
Sometimes what I do notice is your A button will stop attacking stuff. Another one down here. Yeah, I'll stop attacking stuff.
I'm overburdened.
Yes, you are. And just melt just absolutely melt. Oh, we got more? Where are you? Oh god, there's way more. Guys, look at all that.
I'm carrying too much.
Look at all this loot. Oh yeah, there we go.
My pack is full.
Yes, your pack is full. I'll come back in and pick up the things that I need. Okay, let's get rid of you. No. You. There we go. Pick up our legendaries. So yeah, as you can see, this build gets crazy fast, and this is not even as fast as it could possibly be. It gets insane. It's almost too hard to handle sometimes. That's what I've noticed. It can be a very hard just you're running around so fast. You're attacking so fast and so often.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, well, because I had to pick up a bunch of other stuff. There we go. So we'll just call it there. So that was a regular rift. I mean, obviously that was slow. That was a terrible.
I grow in power.
Those two terrible levels in a row. Alright, 36. I can show you guys. I'll do it real quick here. I'll swap out my gems. Remove that one. There we go. We'll put Gogok of Swiftness back in there. And then I'll explain Gogok of Swiftness really quickly. So, gain swiftness with every attack, increasing your attack speed by 1% and dodge by stacking 0.8% for 4 seconds. Effect stacks up to 15 times. And 1% cooldown reduction per stack. So that's super handy. I'll leave the Wreath of Lightning on here because it's not going to make or break our build. That will get changed out at some point to, I think I have it in here. Where are we? That will get changed out for Taeguk. And the reason we're going to change it out for Taeguk is because we're already, when we're using our Istvan's paired blades, we're already going to be spending our primary resource and getting bonuses. So Taeguk is basically the same thing. Gain 2.24% increased damage when you spend resource on a channeled skill. That's Whirlwind. Whirlwind is a channeled skill. Effect stacks up to 10 times. And then it'll increase our armor as well. So this is going to really help us, because this is basically going to double down on our extra damage and give us more survivability. So I was speeding through 45, but we can try a level 64. Let's just have a go. Let's see what happens here. But this is exactly what I said was going to happen. As soon as I got into a set, I knew it was going to be way, way better. Like 64 is the highest from our previous build, and I'm chewing through this right now. And we're nowhere near getting to max here. So long as you keep your primary resources at the high end of things. So here I can probably show you 2.64 there. Yeah, so long as you keep your primary resource on the high side, you're laughing. And all I did there was stop moving for a second. And that's how quickly I just obliterated that elite pack. Stop moving and hit him a few times. Oh yeah, there we go. Cannot stand before me.
I gained new power.
There's another level. I feel like this guy is going so slow right now. I was just flying the last couple of rifts I've done. This definitely works better on a little bit more open of a map. It's very hard to navigate and control through those. That was 2 elite packs dealt with in short order. Oh god. That's the only thing. Now we'll have a look and see what our attack speed is. There we go. There's our 3.46. That's what I was talking about. 3.46 attacks per second. Which is insane. And that could probably go even higher. There we go. Yeah, like with these rifts right here, like I'm getting stuck on the doors. It might look like I'm doing weird shit, but yeah, I'm literally getting stuck on some of the doors. This little 430 kills. Oh look, just keep it going. Look at that. Just keep it going. We're about to level up again, so. And then if we're able to find a conduit pylon, man, we'll be laughing.
I grow in power.
Nice.
Ancient smile on me. I won't.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was terrible. That was a mistake.
No way. You wish against my flow.
Like as you can see, like I said, all it takes is for me to stop moving for a half a second. Melted that dude.
I'm returning to town.
Yeah, I'm returning to town. Got nowhere to put my blood shards. So let's spend some money at Kadala.
Anything could happen.
I still want an upgraded Claws of Savages. So I'll just spend a bunch of money.
Isn't that nice?
Not enough inventory space. So let's get over here, salvage everything. Spend some more money.
Let's see what happens, shall we? What a steal. See you soon.
Just so that I don't even care what I get here, just so that I can,
Oh, I had that thing.
there we go. Not enough inventory space, more Raycors. Salvage, I'll have to salvage a bunch of stuff. I do this first so that I don't accidentally close the rift and miss out. I've done that a bunch of times. And right now I'm working on Taeguk. I could probably throw down on Bane of the Trap. That might be nice. Bane of the Trap would be good. Wreath of Lightning would be good. Here's our Gogok of Swiftness. This doesn't need to. This is one of the last things that you need to level up. Once you hit level 25 with that, you're pretty good. I'll just put him into this. I don't need to. You don't need to farm the highest end rifts in order to level up your gems. There's literally no point in spending the money for your first few levels. Ideally you want to start at like, level 20, get your first few levels in. Like look at that. We started at level 494 and that was 5 levels just in 25 minutes. I just gained 5 levels. And I have no points into strength right now.
I cannot afford that.
Because I want to just focus on that when we're done. I'm doing all the big stuff last. So, as far as the follower goes, the only thing I changed out with him, he's got the Thunder Fury blade now. The only thing I think I changed out with him is I gave him the Avarice Band. Each time you pick up gold, increase your gold and health pickup radius by 1 yard for 10 seconds, and it stacks up to 30 times. So that's really good for doing the farming on your regular rifts. Every time you pick up gold, increases your radius, increases your movement speed. Use your Wreath of Lightning, increases your movement speed. You're dealing extra damage to all sorts of things. You just run around, attack shit as fast as you possibly can, and you're laughing. So, like I said, I wanted to show you guys the new and updated build. It's basically the exact same. It's the exact same play style as the previous build, just with a new set. And I knew that was going to happen. I'm pretty sure I said in the last video, as soon as I put on one of these set bonuses, I'm going to be doing so much better. Like level 64 on the previous build would have been tough. That would have been really hard. I probably would have died. That was level 64, and we just smoked it. And that was a pretty bad level. And we still did it in like, what, 4.5 minutes? And that level 64 probably could have been down into the 3-minute mark. One thing I have found, even on the lower tier rifts, is I can only do them so fast. It takes X number of time to walk through the whole level just to get to where you can, like, just to kill that many mobs. It takes, 3.5 minutes. I don't know how I could possibly do it any faster. Again, I'm not talking about this last one that we did, but some of my other greater rifts. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how I can do them any faster. But yeah, that'll do it for this video. I wanted to show you guys the new Frenzy build. It's not new, but it's my version. One of the things, actually, I'll show some of the stuff that you can change really quickly, because you don't have to do it my way. You could probably get rid of Leap. You can probably get rid of Overpower and put another Shout. You could, yeah, you could get rid of both of these for something else to do a little bit more damage. You don't have to use the Depth Diggers. That's not necessary. I like it because it's giving us our primary skills, which is Frenzy, believe it or not. It's giving us extra damage on Frenzy. What else? Yeah, the boots aren't super greatly rolled. Like, nothing is super optimized. The Slanderer and Little Rogue, there's another Bastion's Revered. That's funny. The Slanderer or Little Rogue, you don't have to use those. If there's other ones that you want to use, you can use, like, I don't have any of them, but you could use like the Oathkeeper. That's the sword that makes your skills attack, or your primary skills attack 50% faster and deal extra damage. You could use the Oathkeeper. You could put on different pants and still use the Ring of Royal Grandeur and go for the Aquila Cuirass on your chest armor if you wanted to. That would also work. That would provide even more damage reduction, because now that's was it 50% damage reduced at above your limit on primary resources. How does that work? Yeah, while above 94% primary resource, all damage taken is reduced by 50%. You could for sure throw that on. So my point is, there's a couple of different ways you can run this build. You don't have to do it exactly the same way as I did. This was literally, I had just farmed all this stuff, and I happened to have all the pieces. I had a couple extra, and I did my jiggering around to see what I could use, and then the only reason I was able to use the Compass Rose set and have the extra Depth Diggers is because I found the Ring of Royal Grandeur while I was out farming. I was hoping I was going to find it, but I wasn't even looking for it at that point. I was just putting my set pieces together, and then yeah, all of a sudden that dropped. So I was like, all right, put that on. Okay, look, here we got this, we got that, we got this over here. Okay, we can move these around here, and as you see, it's pretty decent build considering where we were in the last video to this video. We're 100 paragon points ahead. We are clearing Torment 13 like it's going out of style. Like, that can probably get bumped up to 14, at least 15, and then once this build fully comes online, once all the things are maxed out, this can be a Torment 16. And the other thing I want to show you guys that you'll probably see in a lot of other Diablo 3 players' videos. Not that I'm a regular Diablo 3 player, so it makes sense. But usually their paragon points are like, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500. I've seen like 3,500. I've seen up into the 6,000s before. Like, it's crazy. This is paragon 500. This is totally doable. This is a few hours of farming. This was nothing crazy. One of the things I did do is I went and did the event with the Infernal Machine. Oh, I should probably put these in here. I went and did these Petrified Scream rifts. So that was also another like 20 or so paragon points that just happened immediately, because you get a bunch while you're doing it. You get 3 or 4 while you're doing it, and then you get a whack load after you when you inevitably fail at whatever point it is. And I think I hit level 101, which is pretty nuts. And again, I could probably go even higher now. So my point with a paragon is once you hit level 800, that's where things really start taking off. At level 800, because now all your points, I'll just explain this real quickly. All your points, you have a maximum of 200 per main, or per area here. Your core, your offense, defense, and core, offense, defense, and utility. There's 200 points per. But the thing is, once you're maxed out on everything, you put all your points towards your maximum primary stat. So for the barbarian, it will be strength. And if you notice, and I guess you can do vitality as well. If you notice, these have 50 out of 50 or 25 out of 50. There's no cap on these ones. So every point after 800 is just going to make me do more damage, makes me more survivable. That's all that does. So, and I only have one piece that's augmented. Our gems aren't leveled up. Like there's so much more room for this build to keep growing and growing. And I didn't even use Taeguk on that one. Didn't even have Taeguk in there. I'm gonna take out the Wreath of Lightning, throw in Taeguk. Now you won't be moving as fast, but you will still be attacking as fast as you were before with Taeguk. But you should be doing way more damage. I'll easily be able to crush over level 70 rifts. That'll be a Torment 16 easy gem once I pop that in there. And I probably will do that just to bring everything up, gain more paragon points, get more items. I just wanted to show you guys the difference between the Legacy of Dreams, and that build is a pain in the ass to set up. It really is. It takes a lot of time. That's what I've spent most of my time on playing Diablo 3 while I've been back here, is leveling and getting all that stuff back up. If I had put on this set, I would have been doing this a long time ago. I would probably be Paragon, I don't know, 600, 700 probably already if I had done this originally instead of farting around with the Legacy of Dreams set. That's what I mean when I complain about how the Legacy of Dreams set is not, I call it a set, the Legacy of Dreams gem. That should be buffed up, because from that build to this one, night and day. This one is so much better already right out of the box, and it's barely even optimized here. So that just goes to show you the power of these sets. But anyways, that'll do it for this video. It's running a little longer than I wanted it to, and I do apologize about that. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. Let me know what you think of the build. Let me know if you've got any tips or tricks or any improvements you want to see on this build. Maybe there was something that I'm missing. But aside from that, thank you guys for hanging out. Links for all the social medias are in the description below. Patreon, Instagram, Discord, all down below. Join them, help out, do what you can. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I want to thank you guys again for hanging out, and I will catch you next time. Peace, YouTube.